So happy Tuesday, everyone. So glad you're here in the Confident Ladies Club. And this week we are talking about one of my most favorite topics. The Queen of the Castle, Lindsay, you're funny. We're talking about one of my most favorite topics, being a diva in your business. So when I say diva, I don't mean like being a brat or, you know, when we think of the word diva, we think of being a brat, we think of being spoiled, we think of being really picky. But what I mean by diva in your business is that you should be really picky with the clients that you are taking on. And maybe picky isn't the right word. Maybe it's more choosy. So oftentimes I see people especially when they're just starting their business, in scarcity mindset and wanting to take on any single client that hops on a discovery call with them that is interested in one of their packages, even if they know that this client may not be the best fit. Maybe they're not ready for your services. Maybe you know that their values and their business is not aligned with your values and your business. You know that maybe what they want is actually out of your zone of genius, but you are in scarcity mindset and you are just looking to bring in money into your business. This is not a good place to be. Again, I see it happen often. But what I have learned in my business, the choosier you are, the pickier you are, the more that you're a diva, the better the clients you're going to get, the more ideal clients you're going to get, and in the end, the more clients you're going to get. Because this is what happens. When you are working with people who, again, are not maybe in your zone of genius, are not aligned with your business values and beliefs, who are, are just like not ready to do the work, but they were ready to hand over their credit card, it's not a good reflection on you, because the people that you take into your business, you want to know that you're going to help them and that they're going to be able to go out and do really good things with their businesses. So it's actually a poor reflection on you. And what happens then is these people, maybe they drain the energy out of you. It's exhausting you. You're just not really feeling confident about yourself anymore because you are trying to teach them things that maybe you really don't know yet, but maybe, again, you were a little bit desperate and you took them on. So when that happens, when your energy is drained and you're feeling exhausted from these clients, you are not showing up 100% in your business to your future potential clients. So everyone always asks me, like, how do you have so much energy? How are you always energetic, positive, bringing more to the table in the group? And that's because I have incredible clients. I feel like I'm bragging right now, but I am, because I have absolutely incredible women that I work with. I love them dearly. I believe in everything that they do. And I wish I could give them all shout outs right now, but you all know who you are. They're doing amazing, amazing things in the world. So I have had people before get on discovery calls with me and say, like, I want to work with you, but I want to make $25,000 in each quarter of my business. So how are you going to help me do that? You do have the best clients, Lindsay said. So for me, like, that is a #1 red flag. And again, like I've been talking about today about finding the red flags. For me, when someone starts to talk about money and they start to feel desperate, they start to sound desperate about making money, that is not someone I want to work with. Because when they're desperate, when they're just focused on the money and not the mission, it's not going to work. Maybe they will make a ton of money at once, but eventually their business is not going to be sustainable. It's not going to work. When you're just focused on the money and not the mission, your business will fail. And I'm saying that because I'm lovingly saying that because I care about you guys. So you have to have a mission. You have to be doing something that you really believe in, or else your business is not going to work. So for me, that's a red flag. If they start saying, like, I told you guys in a discovery call, I had someone say to me, like, I want to make $25,000 every quarter of my business. Now that's awesome that they have those goals, but if that is your number one goal, it doesn't work for me. Because again, I'm all about the mission, about making a big impact, helping women feel really good about themselves, helping empower women to go out and do these big things in the world. Amen. I have a client who's finally pivoting to focus more on her mission than money. Good, Sarah. And I bet it's you making an impact on her, because it sounds like her mission before was money, but you working with her now is helping her get out of that mindset. So good work, Sarah. Joy says, hello. Such great point. Thank you, Joy. I know you have a big mission too. So yeah, those are my tips. So you want to make sure the person has the same mission as you, that they believe in the same things as you. So for me, like, I am really big on giving. I think that giving a ton of value, giving back as much as you can, that is a part of my business. That is my business. So if I get a client on the phone who's all about just like taking, not wanting to grow their business by giving, that doesn't feel like a good fit for me either. And again, like, this may sound really picky or choosy, but our clients are a reflection of us. So, you know, if I'm going into this relationship teaching her that getting into an abundant mindset and giving into a giving mindset is how you can grow your business, and if she's not aligned with that, that's not going to serve her. That's not going to help her get to her mission, because she doesn't want to grow her business that way. Lindsay says, money is the easiest thing to see because it comes into your bank account. And now that you can see your mission in action when you're reading amazing testimonials, so you can track your impact. I love that, Lindsay. Yes. Testimonials. Good point, Lindsay. So that's the other thing, is that the people you work with, you want, again, to make a big impact on them. You want to help them, and you want them to feel really, really good about working with you. You want them to feel like they are getting so much from your session, so much value from whatever program you have, that they're going to give you a glowing testimonial. So this is something else that I see happen. And I see so many of my ladies getting really discouraged because they see people out there talking about these big numbers that they're making. Like, I had a 26K month or a 10K month, and again, that's what they're focused on. They're focused on getting as many clients in, getting the money in, and they're not focused on the relationship with the client. So can I really help this person? So we see people saying like, hire me, I'll get you your first 5K month, I'll get you your first 10K month. Now that is a really big statement to put out there. That puts a lot of pressure on you as a coach, because can you really guarantee that you're gonna help that person make all of that money? So when this happens, yes, maybe these people are making like huge money months, but are they gonna get glowing testimonials? Are they gonna get the best reviews? Are they gonna have raving fans? They may, but there's also a big possibility that they won't, because it's really hard to promise something like that. So again, my whole business is about integrity. It's about being really honest and open with my clients. And hey, Turbo's here. You want to say hi? Say hi to the ladies. So yeah, you don't want to grow it that way. Let me see. Somebody had a question. Joy said, giving is so important. Like, one of my favorite professors told me, do good. And I take that to mean to give back where I can and do really good work to make a difference in the world, use my knowledge, skills, strengths, and make an impact and serve the world. Joy, you are so good at this. You come into groups and you give so much value to all of the group members. I really admire that about you a lot, because you have abundant hands to give. And again, I always tell you ladies this, when your hands are open to give, they're also open to receive in your business. So you should never feel afraid to give too much, because there's always more that you're gonna learn. There's always more that you're gonna be able to teach. So you can never really give away too much. Megan said, I completely agree. with you, Kate, but I think this is so difficult in the beginning. I still feel like I'm learning who my ideal client is as I'm growing as a designer. Yes, it's going to take time to figure out who your ideal client is. And yeah, maybe in the beginning, those first few people, the first maybe dozen people that you get, you know, you think they're your ideal client, you work with them, and maybe they're not, but that's a learning experience. And it's about taking on people who, at that moment, wherever you are, Megan, you feel like you can help. So through that, you will figure out if this is your ideal client. So it's not just like taking anyone on, even when you're not positive who your ideal client is, but it's taking those people who you know you can definitely help. Lindsay says, Turbo's ideal clients know the importance of good morning snuggles. And Joy says, love that. When your hands are open to give, they're always open to receive. Yes, yes, yes. All about abundance. So I'm just taking a look here at the post from today and the tips that I gave. I want to make sure I go through each one of these. Okay, so number 2 was before you say yes to a client, because again, when you go into a discovery call, you should be also interviewing your clients. It's not just about your clients interviewing you interviewing them, making sure that this is something that you can help them with, making sure that you feel like it's going to be a good working relationship. If there's red flags up, you don't want to say yes. And what I put here is, can you see yourself? So my program, my one-to-one program is 3 months long. So I ask myself, can I see myself spending 3 months with this individual, basically 24/7? Because my clients, I like to really keep in touch with them. I like to be in contact with them. They know that. I use Voxer with them. It's like a walkie-talkie app, because with mindset, your mindset can go like up and down all day long. So I like to really be there for them if something big comes up, if they're at a point where they're just feeling ready to give up. So I spend quite a bit of time with my clients outside of the one-to-one sessions. So if I can't see myself spending 24/7 for 3 straight months with this individual, it's a no-no. Okay, so you have to be really picky like that, because again, you don't want to have like any negative feelings towards your clients. You want to really be lit up by them, and you want to always be there to support them, and you don't want to feel like you don't want to cringe, like, oh no, like they're calling me again. No, you don't want to feel like that. You want to feel lit up. I actually get really excited when I talk to my clients, like when they message me, and they know that. They know that we have fun messaging each other. You're all about the communication, Lindsay said, and mindset's always the worst at night when everything is dark outside. Your dog is thrown up and everything is breaking. Yep, Lindsay, I completely hear you on that. I think that it definitely does get harder for people at night at times, especially because, I don't know, people, it's like, I think it's a normal thing to like think while you're in bed, to start to like replay your day and think about like what could have happened or what went wrong, like maybe what could have gone right. Samantha says, after 3 years in my business, I have finally gotten to the point where I know who my target clients are and I can create value for them with a purpose in mind. So important to have the mission, because it keeps me motivated and excited to work with my amazing clients. Yes, so Samantha is oh my God, such a talented photographer. She does the most gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. And Samantha, if someone came to you and was like, I want portrait style photos, and I'm not bashing Olin Mills, but you know what I'm talking about, like with the cheesy backgrounds, like the hands on the shoulder kind of thing. If they wanted that type of photograph from you, you would probably say no, because that is not the type of work you do. Your work is very specific. It has a very like free, a very bright, a very like, I don't know, like sort of just like real feeling. Like when the pictures that you take, Samantha, when I look at them, I feel like I am actually hanging out with the people in the pictures. It gets me really excited and happy. And it's not just about that person, it's about the whole experience of what you put in that picture. So someone who wants a portrait style picture, yeah, it would be, you have to turn them away. You have to tell them like, okay, maybe this person would be a better photographer for you. Because if you were to take that type of picture, it may not be the best, because that's not your type of photograph that you take, and they may not be completely pleased, because again, you have a completely different style. You don't have, and again, I'm making a judgment, that cheesy kind of style with like the bright like firework background and everything. You have a very different style photograph. So you have to be picky, whoever it is that you take. Let's see, Lindsay says, now Samantha cooking here, I want to hear more about your photos. Yes, she takes gorgeous, gorgeous photos. So let's see, what was my next tip here? Okay, is what they're asking for in your zone of genius. So basically just what I said with Samantha. Yeah, you want to take someone on who you know you can help, who you know is within your zone of genius. So for Samantha, her zone of genius is beautiful, light, free, feminine looking pictures. And if someone wants something, again, like sort of like a 1985, like Olin Mills school type picture, she can't do that. So she's not going to try to do that. Yeah, so that is pretty much all of my tips today for being a diva in your business. Again, it's a good thing. You don't want to take everyone on just to make money. You want to be able to make a big impact. And you have to believe that when you say no to a client, because maybe they're not the best fit for you or you're not the best fit for them, you have to believe that another client is going to come. And when you can release that client who wasn't the best fit for you, a really, really good fit is on the way. And that has happened to me every single time. I think I told you guys that, I think it was last month or like maybe like 2 months back, I said no to about $5,000 worth of clients, okay? And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, and you know me, I don't like to talk about money, but I'm using this as an example. $5,000 is a lot of money, right? And to say no to that, it's not easy. But I knew in integrity that this person or these people maybe weren't ready for the program I had. Maybe they needed to do a little bit more work on their own first. Or maybe I just wasn't the best fit. Maybe what they needed was really business coaching and not mindset coaching. So I needed to refer them to a business coach instead. So when that happened, you wouldn't believe the amount of clients that came into my business who were ideal clients. And that was actually the month that I completely booked out my practice. So again, when you do the right thing will always come back to you. Hannah says, just wondering, what do you think we're supposed to learn from not perfect for us client calls? Lately, I've been having a lot of calls with lovely ladies, but I know they're not my ideal client. I've been passing them off to other people, but I keep thinking that they come into my life for a reason. So, Hannah, I'm glad you brought this up because they probably did come into your life for a reason. And just because you know that it's not within your zone of genius right now, like maybe they really need a business coach. And I know, Hannah, I think you do the motherhood coaching. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think are you the pregopreneurs, I think. But maybe like they need someone else at the moment, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to come back to you. So this person may need to do X, Y, and Z before working with you to be prepared to work. Yep, she said pregopreneurs. I love that. It's so, so catchy. So they may need to do a few things in order to get prepared to work with you. So that's my mindset too, is that when I say no to people, it doesn't mean I'm saying no forever. It just means that at this moment, I don't think that we're the best fit for one another. So maybe I suggest that they take some time to really like narrow down their ideal client or figure out like what type of business it really is that they want before we start the mindset work. Like maybe go get a business coach first, get that business foundation. Once they're in the business and doing the work, then we start the mindset work. So again, like those people will probably come back and they will thank you. They really will thank you for being honest and being of integrity to say like, I'm not the right person to help you right now. Because they know that you're not just taking them on for the money. And that type of person is actually one of my clients is just voxing me right now. I could see that. that person will probably come back to you because they have a lot of respect for you, because they know that you're not just taking anyone on. Lindsay says, I'm sure Samantha Cookingham could do that, but she's rock solid in her mindset. Very good. Any other questions or comments, ladies? I hope that you're enjoying this topic, and I really, really hope that you take it to heart and you start to practice it in your business, because you will feel free, you will feel alive, you will feel lit up if you can have those ideal clients. All right, so I think that's about it. Last night we had so much fun. Now Lindsay was one of my best participants in this. I posted a post. It's actually pinned to the top of the page now. There's a crazy picture of me with a face mask on. I was saying that I was taking some self-care time, and I was having you all guess. Oh, Joy says, what's that app called? Yes, I will. It's called Voxer. It's awesome. I use it with my clients. It's like a walkie-talkie. I actually got it from Jen Scalia when I worked with her, and it was like a lifesaver. Like, having that access to her like that was fantastic and helped me so much more in my business. So yeah, I had you all guess what this new launch is that I've been working on behind the scenes. I am so bad. I tell you this all the time. I'm good at keeping other people's secrets, but my own stuff, I'm like an open book, and it's hard for me to keep things a secret when I'm having fun creating and I'm like super lit up and I can't tell you, ladies. So you will find out soon, okay? I would love for you to all continue to guess. I said I'm gonna keep the thread open till 8:30 tonight, and the person who is the hottest, we're playing the hot and cold game. So the hot, the warm, the lukewarm, the cold, the colder, that whole thing. The person who is the hottest and closest to guessing what this new launch is will get a special bonus if they decide that they want to do it. And this is actually a pretty big thing. It's going to be open to quite a few people, and it's going to be a pretty low cost too. So this is actually probably the lowest, yeah, this is the lowest cost program that I've had yet. So I am so excited to tell you all about it. Lindsay says, because you've got that glow about you. I'm not sure who that's to. Yeah, so that's about it for today. I gotta hop on my call with my VA in like 1 minute. She's been helping me so much with all this. So I hope that you all have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon.